No, no editing, no nothing. It's coming to this. Let's see if we can get us a good signal today. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Come on in the house. Let me know you are here. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. We've been having some challenges today. Still got some new equipment to get, but we're going to get it. And if this doesn't go, excuse me, welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. We are here talking about dating, talking about relationship. Had some technical difficulties, but I can tell you now, if we don't end up going forward with this one, I will definitely record, because I have this. I think this talk we got to talk about today is very, very important, right? And so to go forward, you know what? Doggone it, why don't I just do it anyway? Shoot that thing anyway. Hello, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. So welcome to Love Coach Sessions. We are live here in Atlanta as we talk about, and that is thought stopping. What do you do if you can't stop thinking about somebody? Oh, we're going to talk about it today. Hello. We got some folks in the chat room. Hello. I have the Love Coach Matchmaker program, right? And I've got a client that I'm working with. And so I was in the process of matching her with someone. You guys know, like, I got the connection. I have connections with people. Like, I'll always connect it with people. And I've got the pools, right? I've been doing this work and helping people to find love. I talk about a business friend. It's like, find love so much, help them find love specifically. So I've always had it in my secret little compartment in the back of my mind that I would love to do matchmaking. So I decided, why not get it going? So I took on a matchmaking client, and as I was finding the match for her, man, that I thought that would be a good fit for her, and I showed him her picture. Right? She's gorgeous. She's she's a winner. The lowdown on her, but she looks exactly like my ex. As a matter of fact, I think he said that on, that was a red flag for me right away, right? Because I know he checks all the boxes for her. He checks all the boxes that she would like to have in a man, that she looks for in a partner, in a life partner, somebody going towards marriage, somebody who is serious in a commitment. But upon first glance of this beauty, he said she's beautiful. And then he said, what is it going to take for that guy who's newly divorced to get to the other side of relationships and finding love once again? What's it going to take? And so that here we are with our topic today. And I got some, look, I want you guys to stay to the end. I've got some more things to share with you. But of course, when you're recording, people call. Yeah, look, I got some things to share with you guys that I want you guys to be in relationship, a connection, a one-on-one. I'm not going to go into the specifics on these things, you guys. It happened in one night, right? It was a one-night stand. Like you met him in the club, right? Y'all met in the club or something. And it was that y'all had that spark, and boom. It was a one night. That was the end of that, right? But maybe you never stopped thinking about that moment, that person. Maybe you guys were in a courtship, in the energy and passions meet, and the energy is just right. You know what I mean? Look, maybe you was 19, maybe you was 17, maybe you were 21 when this all happened. But some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all don't know. For some of y'all, it's probably good that you don't know. right? But that energy and that it cools off. Psh, cold water on it. In the chat, live chat, tell me what you think about that idea. Is it better to have love and lost, never had love at all? Which is better? Is it better to have love? Drop it down in the chat there. And so, that you have that experience. I have coached people who have been in love with somebody else for years. Look, and have experienced that love and that passion, but sometimes it's the distance. Somebody lives in New York, in California, somebody lives in New York. Somebody lives, in Michigan, and the other person lives in Florida. And they're only able to come together at certain times for certain periods of time. There's listen to this, you guys. There's all kinds of relationships out here. You'd be really surprised to know how some people really live, right? Experience, and then, but for whatever reason, they can't be together. Like how? And look, and then you get to the place that you say, you know what? I'm done with this relationship. You guys break up. You guys go your separate ways. But there's something about the brain. Look, the mind, the whole time you guys were together, hoarding every single piece. So then what do? When it's over and you're stuck in your brain. Let me tell you guys something. We're going to have somebody lost their life because they couldn't stop thinking their own lives. There are people who have somebody in their mind that they've been thinking about for 20 years, for 30 years, for 40 years. And they still think about them. The thought can come back to you just like that, as if it was you guys. And ask guys in the comment section. I'm gonna pop over there to you in a minute to the live chat. Look, there's a couple of things that happen. You can walk in the store and smell that perfume. Y'all know, fellas, y'all know that perfume, and boom, trigger. Around you's like, hey, what? Hey, you're like, right? Everybody looking around you, looking at you like, what is wrong with you? What's your problem? And you're just staring off in this because you smell that smell. Certain our senses are a major point of recording of emotions, you guys. You can see something. You can see something on TV. They actually encourage people who are recovering from drug and alcohol, right? When you see certain scenes that come in the movies, they tell you close your eyes, close ears, block yourself off from watching somebody get high on the screen. Block your vision from watching somebody exposing themselves, getting high, they cooking that cocaine up, that crack up. If you're a crack addict, they tell you, and if you're recovering from crack, they tell you if there's crack going on in that movie, you close your eyes, you close your ears, you get up and leave if you need to. Why? Because they know that there's a trigger that can happen in that person's mind just from watching it in the movies. And suddenly, next thing they know, I'm telling you, it's powerful. The mind is powerful. So how are we going to manage this? The mind is powerful, and it can take you down some places to get a hold of your mind. Come on. Look, I need somebody to talk to me in here today. I need you. Look, if this was on Facebook, I'd tell y'all to hit them thumbs up, man. I need y'all to talk to me in here today. Because hold of your mind, your imagination, it can take you off to something going on in your mind. I think I remember one time reading the scriptures that said, arrest the thought, arrest the thought in the act before it gets going, right? So I want to talk a little bit about something here, right? We're talking about forgetting somebody. We're talking about relieving your mind of the situation. How do you do it? Like, what do you do to stop the thoughts coming into your mind? Because look, my father told me something, and I'm going to tell you guys, and I want to never forget what I'm saying. My father told me this, and I never forgot it. He said his mother told him, and he never forgot it. So you know it's important, okay? He said, you can't stop the birds from flying over your head, but you can stop them from making a nest in your hair. Okay? Can't stop the thoughts from coming through your mind, but you can stop them from taking root and getting comfortable and creating its own comfortable nest in your mind. All right? So, before I get into this, how to stop these thoughts, let me jump into the stream here and see what's going on. TVR Creators, my man, thank you so much. One of our newest subscribers. Thank you so much for popping in. LV said, yes, man. I see. For some people, like, they even hardly watch TV. You know, certain things trigger. For some men, watching a woman in a bathing suit at pool is a trigger. Now, some of y'all say, oh, well, he should be able to control himself better than that. Well, sometimes things are what they are. And listen, we're just human beings, all right? So here's a couple of things you guys could do to stop this, these thoughts to stop running you running the thoughts as opposed to the thoughts running you. All right. First of all, if you're going to get this person out of your mind, you have to decide that you no longer want these thoughts in your mind. Okay. You got to decide. You guys will hear me say it many times. The root word for decide is decisio. Decisio. You know what that is? It literally means to cut off from all other options. Decisio, decide. Once you cut off from all other options, there's no more options. If you're done with the person, cut off from all other options. Now, how you cannot keep following somebody on social media and forget about them at the same time. For some people, you are going to have to block them, unfriend them, all of that. So for some people, you can't have to block their phone number. Got to block I don't think you can block email, but I'm sure there's a way, right? You're going to block all of these ways, okay? All of these channels into you, you are going to have to. All right. Another thing, and if you guys are taking notes, this is a good show to take notes on because this may not be you today, and it may not be you tomorrow, but it might be your cousin, it might be your mama, it might be your step baby. I don't know who, but somebody you know is going to be stuck on stupid and can't get person out of their mind. All right. So another thing you could do: get rid of everything in the house that reminds you of them. Now, I know this is going to be hard for some people because y'all really like the things that that person might have bought. You really enjoy, you really love the thing that they bought you. But if you want to get rid of them, you got to get rid of it. No contact. Okay? Bye. You are not going to call them and contact them. You're not going to have any interaction with them. And this can be very difficult, especially if you like maybe go to church together, you guys work together, you have some kind of bond together that happened without you two. This is the thing the reason that I'll probably shoot a whole out. Should you date that you work with? Yeah, I'm against that idea, and I'll tell you why in a future show. We got a lot of shows to go, y'all. There's a lot to talk about. All right. Sometimes you have to also. Here's another point, you guys. Let your mind let it go. Let your mind let it go. Let your mind let it go. Let your mind be free. And sometimes it's just a point of you admitting, you know what? Because sometimes you can try to fight the resistance. Fight against the resistance. Right? But sometimes you just have to admit, I got a problem. I stopped thinking about this person. But I'm going to stop thinking about it. Right? So this leads me into the next technique for you to do in thought stopping. Next technique, to audibly say it. When you see the thoughts coming to your mind, and this is something I've done for whatever. Like sometimes I have a project that I need to do that I can't stop thinking about, right? And I'm supposed to be sleeping, and this happens to me all the time. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I can't stop thinking about shooting the next YouTube show. What I need to do for the next YouTube show, what I want to adjust here. I want this, I want to. So this isn't just about relationships. This is about anything that you need to stop thinking about at that moment. Here's something that I do, and I'm gonna hand this one to you guys. I use the audible stopping technique I call breaks. In mine, I see myself slamming on the brakes, and I'll say use the sound skirt, like skirt, and I'll say I said I'm done thinking about that. I mean, if I can't, I'm in bed and I can't stop thinking about shooting the show and editing the next show and the show that I heard about, and I can't. I'll go skirt in my mind. That means slam the brakes. We're not thinking about that anymore, right? If you do that enough times, eventually you won't need to say skirt, right? In your mind, you'll be able to turn that thing off and have peace. But you got to practice it. This takes practice, all right? And the last tip that I have for you in this thought stopping technique is for you to meditate, right? Close your eyes. When you recognize that you keep thinking about that thing, close your eyes and see yourself moving, having moved on. Visualize yourself moved on. Visualize yourself living the life that you want to live with someone who is good for your life. If y'all broke up, it's probably because y'all needed to break up because something was broken, right? And now, so here's what I'm going to encourage on top of that. I'm going to encourage you to get some help. I'm going to encourage you, look, inbox us, send me a message on lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com. And if you need a love coach session, look, if you need a session, you need a session. If you need sessions, because look, if you got something that's really deep down inside there, it's not coming out overnight, right? You might need a therapist. We got therapists that are on our staff, on our team, that we can direct you to, who will help you to get that thought under control, arrest the thought, put it under subjection. You know, use prayer, use meditation. You know, give it to God. Release it from your life. Look, if you're holding it, there's a time for you to hold it and a time for you to release it. So you're going to have to release it and let it go so you can grow. Look, I don't know who I'm talking to today. To let it go. I don't know who I'm talking to today. but you're going to have to let it go so you can grow. You're going to have to let it go so you can grow. LV, she said, yes, you can check your thoughts. It takes a conscious effort. Yes, ma'am. Look, you can do it. This long. I appreciate you staying this long. Look, I need you guys to hit that like button. Hit the like button. These kinds of talks, hit that like button. Let me know that you are. It's okay. Go to somebody. But you are going to have to get these thoughts underway, under control, or you are going to be dragged by your thoughts. Either you are going to control your thoughts or your thoughts are going to control you. One or the other. Your decision. I'm suggesting that you don't allow no thoughts to take charge of your mind. Whose mind is it? Whose life is it? At what point will you decide this is your life? This is your situation. This is yours. Your existence. I want to tell somebody, you only get one. Listen to what I'm saying. You only get it. And then it's gone. And you never allow some thoughts to drag you around. I'm telling you, if you allow them thoughts to drag you around about this, they'll drag you around about a whole lot of other things. They'll tell you that you're not worth anything. They'll tell you that who are you to do the thing that you want to do? They'll tell you, why should anybody listen to you? I've coached some people who are very powerful. I'm thinking of a therapist right now who's powerful, beautiful, successful, but she drags around this thought that somebody told her when she was like 9 that nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Same person came back to her, told her as an adult, when she came and told her, look at all these successful things I did. The adult and said, look, I'm getting ready to do something even bigger that could go national. And the adult said, why should anybody listen to you? And tore right back into that self-esteem and that self-worth issue. You have no idea. Look, you got to watch your words, but also watch how you receive words. So she came and told me about it. Balloon. I was so excited. And she deflated my balloon once again. I said, no, that's not the way to. See, y'all think that everybody trying to hate on you. Some people are just trying to protect you, right? In their way. In their way. The question is, what are you going to do with the information? What are you going to do with the information? I told her, I said, look, you need to use that as fuel. She said, nobody's going to hear it. Listen. Show her that somebody's going to listen. And guess what? She's not the audience of the person who you're putting it to anyway. Why are you listening to somebody who is not even the audience of the person who would receive your gift? They're not even the audience, right? So why should you be listening to them? Listening to people who don't matter to receive your gift. I'm telling you, this thing is real, this thing is deep, and I want to encourage you, go all the way with it. Look, whatever you got to do, if you about career, about future, about the family, whatever it is, you have to arrest every thought and drag it along with you. You don't get dragged by your thoughts. You are not to get dragged by your thoughts. Your thoughts are to get dragged by you. Because look, you can't throw them away because they exist. They happen. Things happen, right? So you just drag it along. Oh, okay. And because I'm dragging this along, that's why I'm gonna make it. We say we can drop it off. Yeah, you can drop it off, but it'll come back. So, with you. Tell people, look, yes, I might have been on drugs, but because I was on drugs, I know what it feels like to be down. I know what it feels like to be out. I feels like to be captive by a son. All things are possible. Now I can say nothing can stop me except me. Now I can say, all right, you guys, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Look, hit that button if this is your first time coming through. If you like this content, hit that thumbs up button, and we've got more. We've got more. I may have a session. I won't say may have. I have a free product that I'm going to be announcing probably tomorrow, sometime this week, and we're going to just get it out there. We've got a couple of open sessions that we're going to do, a couple of group sessions, a webinar that we're working on, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So the webinar, I believe, is coming up on, I think it's Friday. I'm not sure, but we'll make it happen. We'll be in touch. We got another one of these coming tomorrow. So show up here tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock noon, and we're going to make it happen. I'm going to be out of town, and nothing is going to stop us except us. And I don't plan on stopping no time soon. All right.